All right, back with another thing. I figured it's probably not going to be a daily thing. I thought about doing. I was going to try and do it daily, but that was just too ambitious. I guess I got too many things to do. So it's probably not going to be daily. I'm just going to get them out as I can get them out. But okay, today I think we're on Genesis. I have to record. Okay, Genesis 2. Let's see. Now keep in mind, this is this translation is the New International Version. So I guess what do they call? I think they call it NIV and stuff like that. And yeah, just for context. And yeah. Okay, let's see. Genesis 2. Thus the heavens and the earth were completed in all their vast array. By the seventh day God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day he rested from all his work, and God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work of creating that he had done. Adam and Eve. This is where we're going to talk about the Adam and Eve story. This is the account of heaven and the earth when they were created. When the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, and no shrub of the field had yet appeared on the earth, and no plant of the field had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not sent rain on the earth, and there was no man to work the ground. But streams came up from earth and watered the whole surface of the ground. The Lord God formed the man from the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Now the Lord God had planted a garden in the east, in Eden, and there he put the man he had formed. And the Lord God made all kinds of trees grow out of the ground, trees that were pleasing to the eye and good for food. In the middle of the garden were the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. A river watering the garden flowed from Eden. From there it was separated into 4 headwaters. The name of the first is the Pishon. I think that's how it says. Pishon. It winds through the entire land of Havilah, where there is gold. The gold of that land is good. Aromatic resin and onyx are also there. The name of the second river is the Gihon, or Gihon. It winds through the entire land of Cush. The name of the third river is the Tigris. It runs along the east side of Ashur. And the fourth river is the Euphrates. The Lord God took the man and put him in the garden of Eden to work it and take care of it. And the Lord God commanded the man, "You are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat of it, you will surely die." The Lord God said, "It is not good for the man be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." Now the Lord God had formed out of the ground all the beasts of the field and all the birds of the air. He brought many of them to the man to see what he would name them, whatever the man called each living creature, that was its name. So the man gave names to all the livestock, the birds of the air, and all the beasts of the field. But for Adam no suitable helper was found, so the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep. And while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs and closed up the place with flesh. Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man. The man said, "This is now bones of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man. For this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and they will become one flesh. the man and his wife were both naked and they felt no shame. Alright. That was Genesis 2. And, yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoy this, yeah. And yeah, like I said, as usual, if you have a comment or whatever you want to put in or something you want to discuss or something like that in the comment section, please let me know, and stuff like that. Yeah, and I'm not gonna guarantee that I'll respond, but I might respond. We'll see. I'm a busy man. But I make sure that I can fit God into that schedule, of course, and try to do the work of the Lord, and stuff like that. So, yeah, I did want to bring something up, because I was confused, because I was thinking with the Adam and Eve thing, because like I grew up around believers and stuff like that. It's like I think it's like a people that are like a half-hearted kind of belief thing, where it's like, and I was like me, and stuff like that. I was the same way until like, maybe like 6 months or so ago, and when it's like that's what I call it. It's like a half-hearted belief, where like you don't like, you believe that God, like God exists and stuff like that, and or like something along there, like at least like a divine being exists. Like there's no way that the universe could make sense and have all these systems if there wasn't some mind behind it and stuff like that, and stuff like that. I think that's like a heart life, like like I said, like I described it as a half-hearted belief, because I never bothered to actually study like scriptures and stuff like that. I was like, well, the Bible's too intimidating, it's too long, I don't want to do it. But yeah, and then I started doing it with the track reading program, and then I was like, wow, I knew nothing, I just thought, it's just, I'm just gonna go along. I know there's a God and stuff like that, and or at least somewhat, like, or I'm like a good percentage sure, and that's fine. I'm not gonna bother about it. I'm not gonna study the scriptures or go to Sunday church or anything like that. And yeah, I was just thinking about that. I wanted to voice that in video and my thoughts. So yeah. Anyway, I'll do with that what you will. Yeah, because as far as I know in the Bible, God does call you to congregate with fellow believers, and I'm one of those people that's like averse to, like, I don't want to do that because I'm like an introverted person. But yeah, you have to think about it. As believers, it doesn't matter, because we're supposed to do the work of the Lord, whether it's inconvenient or not. Whether, let's just be frank, whether we want to or not. And that's something I've been thinking about as well, which is why I started going to church. And I think it's been pretty good so far. I mean, the timings are very inconvenient, but I still manage to go at least Sundays and stuff. But yeah, I'm just kind of rambling at the end of these videos now. I'm probably going to keep doing that. And I might even repeat stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. That was Genesis 2. And yeah, I'll catch you later.